What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. And I'm here with my brother. Just going to speak on the Giants and everything that's going on right now. What's going on? Introduce yourself.
My name is Josiah. I'm his brother.
Yeah, so we're both Giants fans, as you can see. And I just got a few questions, like just how you feeling about what's going on, you know what I'm saying, the record and all the trades and all the big news that just occurred so fast. So let's start off by, how do you feel about the season?
Well, we all had high expectations going into it, being that we got number 2 overall pick in Saquon Barkley.
And new coaches and all that.
Yeah, everything was different.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, and it is still in a way, because all our games are close. We just haven't been able to finish the close games.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's been disappointing, but I think now with the moves we're making is important, because I don't know, it's time for a change after some point.
Yeah, I totally feel that. Like, as far as like elevating and not being the worst decisions, what do you mean by that? Like I know for sure when I watched the draft and I seen Saquon get drafted, I was sitting in the library at school and I was ecstatic, bro. It was, oh man, I didn't know what to say. So like, can you just continue on upon like, how do you feel about that whole trade and the progression you see, at least?
As far as the running backs?
Yeah, that.
Instead of grabbing a quarterback?
That, and also like just the run game and just how things are going offensively as opposed to last year, obviously, because last year we didn't really have much of an offense.
I mean, there's obviously a lot. The offense is better because we have our receivers back alone.
That's what we got.
All our receivers were hurt last year, so that in itself is an improvement. And then Saquon Barkley, obviously, he's a dynamic running back. He's compared to Barry Sanders like every week.
Every week.
And then it's been disappointing because we haven't been able to get the ball down the field, and all we've been able to do is dick and dunk to Saquon and not really have a nice role to our offense. It's just been 3 and out or a couple first downs and out because we can't get the ball on the field.
Right. I'm glad you said that, and that was actually a perfect segue to my next question. I was reading up and I see Pat Shermer saying something about Eli Manning's going to be the same quarterback until like throughout the whole trade and throughout everything that's going on with the whole trade deadline and all of that. How do you feel about that? I got some few things to say, but I'm going to let you go first.
I mean, Eli, I feel like he doesn't have any trade value because he's old and he's expensive, so nobody's going to want to pick him up. So
Definitely.
We're basically stuck with him, but I do believe that we should give our rookie quarterback Kyle Lauletta some playing time and see what he's got before we make any conclusions as to what we have to do in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, that's true. Just to piggyback on that, I just feel like, I don't know, I've been telling everybody this, I've been telling you that, all my friends texted me like, oh, you think Kaepernick's going to go to the Giants, or, oh man, you guys should have got so-and-so, like, just throwing everybody my way for the Giants, because I feel like we're all tired of seeing the same quarterback for the Giants. I'm 22 years old, you just turned 19, congratulations, and we've never seen another quarterback at that position other than like when they just started Geno Smith on some spiteful stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just need to change. I feel a more mobile quarterback. We have this conversation like every day. Yeah. Eli Manning can't really move, and it's sad to say, but yes, he brought us 2 championships, and everything was all glitz and glamour and glory. But like I was saying, it's kind of time for a change and a fresh start. And like you were saying, adding on like, or at least letting the new guys play and stuff like that. What's there to really lose? Like, we lose every week, you know what I'm saying? So what are you really losing? So to continue on, I texted you yesterday while we were at work. Well, while I was at work, and I basically let you know that we just lost Eli Apple to a trade that I didn't really think made a lot of sense, and I didn't really agree with it. But you brought some good opinions to my attention, so I just want you to go off that. How'd you feel about that? Just give me like how you feel about Eli Apple and how you felt about the trade.
Well, I thought Eli Apple. I think that Eli Apple is our most consistent cornerback right now, so I think it wasn't the. I mean, he's our best cornerback right now, so I didn't think it was the best decision to get rid of him right away. But obviously, I don't really know what their intent is with the whole roster, so maybe they got bigger plans. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, I know for sure they definitely have bigger plans as far as money wise. Like
Right.
I know that I think maybe you sent it to me that Eli Apple freed up like $800,000 for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think a few million next year
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So like they're looking long term, but as far as like trading to the Saints for a 4th round draft pick and then a 2020 7th round draft pick, I don't really agree with at least the 2020 part, because 4th round draft pick, you can probably get a good like a linebacker or a lineman, like, you know what I'm saying, like a diamond in the rough in a 4th round draft pick. Like usually like the top 4 rounds are still the good guys. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that anybody in the draft is terrible, but a 7th round guy, highly unlikely to even see the field. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm just telling the truth. I feel like it was a wasted trade, especially like you were saying. Eli Apple is the most consistent and essentially the best corner, or essentially the best DB that we have right now. Yes, we have Landon Collins, but is he really making that much noise? You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
BW, I don't know what's up with him. He's like just there, kinda.
Yeah.
Janoris Jenkins, man. Like,
Really inconsistent.
I love Janoris Jenkins, bro. Like from 2 seasons ago when he strapped up Des Bryant, bro, he was my favorite. Now all of a sudden he gets burnt every game. Like, I don't know what happens, bro. So Eli Apple is just the right guy right now, and for us to get rid of him, kind of disappointing. Especially we got rid of DRC at the beginning of the season. So who do we really have? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So on to Snacks. How do you feel about that? Because I know you were high on Snacks, bro. You borderline love him
Yeah, Snacks is obviously one of the top interior defensive linemen
in the league.
In the NFL, yeah. And it made it quite clear that we're basically 100% in on a rebuild.
Right.
Because giving him up and he's still relatively, I guess, I wouldn't say in his prime, but he's very solid.
Nah, yeah, I totally agree. Like not that he's in his prime, but he's balling, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's it. He's balling. They
Yeah.
say every week, every time someone tries to run in the interior, it gets shut down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Snacks is a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's getting around him? Like, he's filling up. All he has to do is stand in the hole. So what did they do? It was like a trade for the Lions for like a 5th rounder, right?
Yeah, but 5th round pick for the Lions.
Yeah.
I also think that it says a lot about BJ Hill, and they possibly believe in him, and which we just picked up in the past draft. So they like what they see in him, and he got a sack last week as well. So
You think he might be the guy?
he might be the guy in the middle for now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the Giants aren't really losing too much with BJ Hill, but to give up Snacks is kind of crazy. Like, I know I posted it on my Instagram story, and a couple people hit me on my direct message like, "Yo, are you happy with this? Like, how do you feel? Oh man, this threw me off." And I seen on Twitter, everybody's not really happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're just fans. We're not in the front office, so we don't really know what the plan is behind it.
Yeah.
But I don't really agree with it because, well, let me not say I don't really agree with it. I'm going to say I don't all the way agree with it because right now, not to say that there's no hope for the Giants, but the Giants are not a championship contending team. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? So to really go for a right now kind of thing doesn't really make sense to me. So maybe trading these guys away and clearing up money for more guys would just help with the rebuild, like you were saying.
That's true. And honestly, about the whole rebuild thing, I thought it was a little premature just because we just finished basically the hardest part of our schedule. And the division honestly isn't even doing
that great.
Yeah,
right?
so like we still have a chance. I mean, honestly, even if we waited one more week, but I mean, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Like, see how we do against the Redskins this week. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can make some big moves in free agency like we did a few years ago and make another playoff run.
Right. Well, until next time, thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in.